Spokane homeless policymakers perform an annual homeless play that I've described as our annual Greek homeless tragedy. It's a two-act play featuring political anti-heroes whose lack of political will combines annually with their lack of understanding of poverty and homelessness to create a Greek tragedy, complete with a chorus of homeless advocates warning policymakers of the dire consequences that lie ahead for both them and the homeless as a result of their failure to act. Act 1 unfolds annually in the late fall and early winter months when temperatures plunge below freezing with insufficient shelter space where the unsheltered homeless can find warmth and refuge. Act 2 of this annual play unfolds every summer when temperatures rise into the 90s or above with nowhere for the unsheltered homeless to go to escape the heat. In the summer of 2022, as temperatures rose into triple digits, the city administration urged those needing to escape the sweltering heat to go to a local library to cool off. For the 623 residents of Camp Hope, that would have meant walking a mile to the Liberty Park Library and leaving their personal property unattended at the camp. It was an unrealistic plan created by upper middle class policymakers for people living in abject poverty and homelessness. The organizers and overseers of Camp Hope had a more practical idea: set up a cooling tent on WashDOT property across the street from the camp. And that's what community volunteers, including a local construction crew, pitched in to make happen. The idea of the cooling tent was so practical, reasonable, and effective that the Spokane City Council unanimously approved funding to underwrite the cost of operating the cooling center, while community groups pitched in to supply water, ice, and even ice cream.
The cooling tent is the most important thing we're doing right now to keep people alive. There has been no deaths in this camp over this stretch of heat wave, which is so different compared to the 21 last year with the same heat. So this saves lives. I know it has been an issue with the city, but for Jules Helping Hands, once this cooling center was up, it wasn't coming down, and it still isn't coming down now. I hope that the city figures out how we can permit it. I hope that everybody figures out how we can work together to keep it running, but as far as I'm concerned, it's staying up as of now. Yeah, so we sent in a proposal to the City of Spokane and to Commerce, both of which did not fund it fast enough. So Empire Health stepped up and gave us a grant for the full amount so that we could get it going and running. City Council has now allocated money to pay Empire Health back for getting this up and running, because traditionally the government takes too long to do anything, and these folks would have been dead by Monday when they decided to bring it to the attention of everybody else. Everything in it is donating ice, water, Gatorade, food, clothing, staff. The community's really stepping up to make this happen.